There he is. He's close.
Talk.
Hi. Go ahead.
Look up, guys, so I can see you. Your hats were covering your face. Let me get you now, both of you. Okay.
Joy.
Take it off a minute, sweetheart. Good. That's good. Now I can see you.
Joy.
That was very, very good.
Take the thing out of your eyes so you can hear.
She's panoraming girl.
You can sing.
Jingle bells, man.
You say jingle, jingle bells, jingle bells. Come on, guys. Do it up again.
One more time.
Jingle bells rock.
Frosty.
That's a jingle bell.
Well, we can't discuss it to run out of battery.
You wouldn't want to get silly on a camera.
Get close or else I gotta get one or the other.
Get this one. Get this one, Joy.
Just a second. It comes
Wait
right
a
here.
second. Hold everything. There you go.
Now you sing.
You gotta
Merry
sing.
Christmas.
Oh,
They
don't
should
take
look
his
up
pic-
all I'm doing is
No,
seeing your hat.
Maybe the show's Uncle Ralph.
don't take his picture when his face is down.
Now put the hat up so I can see your face a little
No, you
bit.
don't want his picture too.
There. Good boy. Good.
Merry Christmas.
Good. Look up now. Look up at Grandma. Good.
Merry
That's
Christmas
great.
to who?
Grandma and Grandpa?
No.
Uncle Ron?
Mhm.
Yeah, Uncle Ron, I'll see you meet out in Arizona on Christmas time. When did we meet?
I can laugh.
Look at Richard Cloud, he's so big, and he just probably your maker.
We're gonna
Something else.
Huh?
Do something else.
Oh, what's he-
Well, now it's
That's
over for your
cute.
picture too, it's like
That's
a
cute.
table full of them.
I want a picture of a tin can. where you can see-
Yeah, but now it's over here by
It's in your picture.
Nice.
Oh, right.
Joy, just-
Lois makes me laugh.
My display will not go off. Fine.
You blame everything on your spit level.
We're at 8.
Only, it only does,
Oh. I got
all
Mr.
it does
Doodle.
is make a popping dust.
Okay, I was taking
Both of them, that's everything.
Are the kids dying to see it?
Can you start?
One guy.
Yeah, honey, go ahead. I can't get my display off, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, boy.
Lois,
Mm.
you see us in
Yes.
Christmas present from,
Oh, thank you, Lois. You got me what I always wanted. And I saw this at the store.
Where?
Oh, I'm writing everything down.
Look where, you know where it goes.
Oh, this is that. Here, this is for you and Randy. They're Randy. Make sure you share that with him, okay? This is too.
I may not be much, but.
Apparently, what we do with that?
Are you
No,
crazy?
you.
This is
Christmas time?
halfway, right?
I made a mistake and I still gave them the lowest and give them
Well, that's
You
what
heard,
you were saying.
you heard tell him that.
What do we do with the batteries for those?
Oh. We can go get it, I know where the middle Texas is.
It's quite a hike, isn't it? It's
Can I
battery
open
free.
this?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
right.
Or two-
Take
two
the chair.
days.
Yeah, give them okay.
Dad, can I open this?
You open your own package?
Huh?
Here, here.
I open
You
this.
can open this
This is,
one. Right.
I know,
Well,
I'll
that's
give
true.
you
Well,
one.
the hard is when you
Marker
have
something.
gone out shopping or something.
uh,
Daddy suggested wait till you get to my house, because then you can do it all on the floor and I can do it all.
Cool.
Well, then the ones without the guns are cowboys, are the Indians, and the ones with the guns are cowboys.
Yeah, but the Indians have a gun.
Are you sure?
Just like-
That looks like a cowboy.
Right there.
I must have really bad eyes. That's a bowman arrow.
No, it's not. It's a gun.
Okay. He stole that off the dead cowboy. No, I want that on the inside of each one of these tags. Homes is homes.
See what I get to do? Get to cut these out. Get to cut these
I
out.
didn't know that you got that. I used to have one of those when I was,
We were in
That
the
big.
store and he saw it and he thought it was the neatest thing.
He said he was.
Then I
we
just
all
wanted to tell the
wanted-
lady, there's something wrong with this box. I think we should put it behind that counter
did you
for a
tell
while.
them?
Oh,
See you
you
at
too.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
but,
And she's okay. Put it behind the counter.
but I used to have one of those, I used to play with it for hours and hours and hours down in Bedford.
That's
Just
what I
before-
thought.
And he used toothpicks for lumber.
R.E.S., huh?
I put R-A-N. Like, Randy,
Ryan
and
Rand.
then I put,
Well, you know,
Ryan.
one wasn't any good without the other one.
Put
See,
R.E.S.
that's
on
an
everything.
Indian. That's an Indian, and that's a gun.
Yeah.
Cowboys had handguns.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
And Indians have bow and arrows.
Well, he's got a definite bow and arrow, as far as I can see.
Supposed to be shooting the cowboys.
These are cool. I have to,
Where are you, Ryan?
We tested them out. Make sure they
Okay.
were cool. Now you gotta have the other set on to hear anybody.
I have to, confess, Lois and I.
Silent, aren't they? No static?
I have to confess, Lois and I, on Halloween, I was giving out candy on the front porch and Ed went on and Lois was in the house and we were sitting there
It's
talking
on
to
the
each
same
other.
side as the antenna. It's a little purple switch slide up.
let me see.
You ready? Here, Maggie. Here, it's your turn. Here, look at your antenna. Go antenna, Maggie.
Take a picture of baby.
Oh, is it time to go?
Yeah, great, great.
Say hi.
It's some of the little guys.
Maggie, over here. Maggie.
Yeah,
Maggie.
there he is. Okay,
This
now.
one going to Arizona?
Yes.
All right.
And
Hi,
also,
Ron.
also you guys.
Oh, good. Look in there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it is.
That's a movie camera.
Wonderful. This is beautiful.
It's going out west. It's going out west.
Only the best man, the maid of honor, sign the marriage
You turn around. Oh, okay.
Wave hi to my dad.
Hi, Ron. Grandpa Ron.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Now we and Dan and Tammy. DJ and Jenna. 1, 2, 3. Look this way, everybody. I want to see smiles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bring your pillow. I didn't see the smile on her face.
We'll have to be here.
Okay, here we go again. Ready?
Put it down.
1, 2, 3. Smile just for a second. One more time. Great.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wait, Chad was going to take one. Oh. Here, Maggie. You smell everything? Okay.
Sun now.
Got it on automatic. Bonnie, smile. Billy and Grandpa are smiling and you're not smiling. Good. Say something.
Smile now.
Say something, Bill. Say something, Ron. Say something, Robert E. Lee.
Something.
Yes.
Bill?
Hello from Michigan.
Say hello.
Oh, it's recording.
Hi, Dad. Hello. Picture before. Wish you were here.
Say it again, Bill.
Hello, wish you were here.
Wish you were here.
Miss you. Hope to see you soon.
I do. Yes. Okay.
Okay. I said, you're just so beautiful. And you're so sweet.
Oh, please, I don't know.
Now turn around and I can see you good. When are they coming through that door?
They're sending everyone in front of them first.
Okay.
Hey.
Are they going to clear out the hallway? I need a bus or a dress. First?
Good, baby. Good.
Miss you, Dad.
Good.
right, got me a line stating the point of view. Indicate.
Ron, Sharon, I'm out in the backyard now. I wanted to be able to just finish this film of the wedding and not just have it blank, but have something to show you. This is our morning glory, which is an annual, and it's sort of down now because it's sprinkling a little bit. The blooms are usually full bloom, and it's just beautiful. Of course, here's my honeysuckle bush that your dad decided it was too big and clipped it down to nothing again, but it was very nice. But it'll be nice next spring again. I'm going around to be able to show you the birdhouse better. Oh, it's sprinkling on the lens, so I'd better... I'm standing under a tree, so I hope it helps a bit. But there's the birdhouse that you and Rod and Rand got for me. See the windows and everything, how much it looks like the old Burnside house? With the fan window there like we had in the front door. And the hexagon on the landing in the back hall. It just reminds me so much of it. And the birds, it's wonderful. You stand in the kitchen or sit in the kitchen and hear the birds eating and chirping, and it comes right into the house, even with the windows closed with the speaker the way it is. This is the back of the house. The porch that Dad and a friend of his built. This is the kitchen, Sharon. We had that window put in. When we put the kitchen, renewed the whole kitchen. And then up above there is like the attic space. This other window over here is over the sink. There was a door coming to the outside here, right in the center of the wall, but we took that out. And we have this high white fence, privacy fence, around the house. This is our backyard, sort of shaggy now with the leaves starting to fall and everything. I should really put a date on this. Good. I remembered to put a date on it. I forgot it on the wedding scene. But that was August the 29th, as you know. That's our little, started out as a carport and ended up being a garage. And then that's the main garage over there. Randy's going to paint it. Really needs painting. Probably should have done that slower. This is the side entrance with the porch that Dad and his friend built on. It was just an open porch, and they enclosed it last year or the year before. I forget which one it was. Ronnie, do you remember this? By our pool back in Bedford. Your footprints that Dad insisted on taking with us when we moved. Let's see, we moved in 69. 69. I always treasured that. Sharon, this is the front of the house. Ron, you've been here, but I started thinking Sharon had never seen this house that we moved to about 8 years ago. It's just an old farmhouse that's been added on, and it's about the oldest house in town right now. It's a stained glass window that I had specially made to put in that front door. And then the chandelier in that room are the same morning glories like those are. I love morning glories next to roses. That's a stained glass window that is an old one, which we had put in. I had those at our other houses, the older ones. That's the living room on the lower right, and the master bedroom on the upper right. And that's the hall, the center hall, which I have a stained glass window in. And the front door goes into a oak paneled hall, and then the room on the first window is the hall, and the next window is like a small room which we call the study. There's the morning glories again. They've come out a little bit more since the sun came back out, but they usually just cover the whole bush. They're just beautiful. We're on the back porch now. This is a birdhouse that Rod gave me, maybe 10 years ago. And then this is a stained glass window that we put in. That's in the center hall. This porch was just an open porch, and then Dad and a friend enclosed it. There's the birdhouse you sent me, and Dad. And here's the birdhouse that you sent Dad for Christmas about 2 years ago. There's a Chrysanthi bell, which I love. It's a real nice spot for it, just perfect. The porch is very small, so I have to more or less get on one end to be able to take the other side and have you see it properly. There's a Chrysanthi bell again, right by the door, and when I have the screen open, it chimes, but it's been raining, so I shut it. I guess I got a thing about birds. Like I was saying, I must have a thing about birdhouses because they're so pretty. I hate to put them out, even though we have plenty outside, but these, I think the hand-painted ones, and the ones from you, which are especially nice, I like to keep nice. This is the other side of the porch. It gets so hot in here in the summer, I had to put some kind of a curtain up to at least deflect the sun a little bit. But it's wonderful in the winter because it's just like solar system. This goes into the kitchen here, the door into the kitchen, and it does protect with the weather and the snow and everything. This is the kitchen that we had made had completely gutted and redid, Sharon. That's Randy's bird up there in the cage. We're going to be having him move back with us and close the apartment until we know what's what, with whether he's staying here or getting another apartment or coming with us and helping us drive if we're driving to Arizona. We're sort of in limbo right now. As usual, all Dad's papers on his desk. He uses the table as a desk. But that's fine. He's happy. This is coming in the front door. You walk in the front door. This is the hallway, the stairway that goes upstairs. I'm standing right at the front door. This side goes into the living room. And we walked into this house and I saw this hall. No matter what the rest of the condition of the house was, I just loved it so. The hall's what sold me on the house. We put that window in like I mentioned. That's like looking out if you'd be looking out on the porch. Kitchen's through the doorway there. That room is the bathroom there. This is a picture into the bathroom. The old tub, which I insisted on keeping, and the old pedestal sink. And that is an advertisement for a Carol store. This is called a yard-long picture. They're very collectible. I got that years ago. And it's from a store in Carroll that since naturally has closed. $19.20, I believe it is. Good, now I can get some pictures of Randy. I hear him just coming down the steps. There's your kachinas. Or one of your kachinas, I should say.
It's just one space.
Look around, baby.
Why?
Oh,
Why the lights on?
just to have it nice.
Who's that, Ferrari?
For Ronnie and Sharon, yeah.
Okay, hope to see you soon, guys.
Good, that's nice. Now we're going into the living room from the hall. I'm not too steady on this. I can see my batteries getting down again. Now I'm in the living room just taking a panorama. That's the hall again, the front door. My favorite rocker. One of my treasures. Many years ago I bought that way back in Bloomfield on one of Dad's hunting trips. He went hunting and I stopped at an estate sale and this old lady was going into a nursing home and I didn't have the money to pay the full amount for it, so she let me predate checks for the next 6 months and let me take the clock, and I had it moved to our home in Bloomfield. And when your dad called from hunting a couple nights later, he said, "What's new?" And the clock chimed. He pretty well guessed then what was new. That door goes into the den. This is at the door entrance to the den. There's some family pictures. I told Dad it wasn't fair because his picture was when he was in the 30s, and my picture is when I'm in the 70s. It's Dad's. Well, originally it was Randy's bike when he injured his leg, and now Dad uses it. Another stained glass window that we put in. We like our privacy, and yet we still like the advantage of having a bright room. As you can see by the fan, it's awfully hot, yet we have the fan on quite often. There's the beautiful plates that you sent me. I really love them. I don't know just how well they're showing up. The little man up there is the one that Uncle Lee and Aunt Joni brought to the hospital when your dad had his nose and, up that operation he had, that he lifted up his nose and all that, and that's the way Uncle Lee says that your dad looked. Wow, is it not staying steady, is it? You should have a tripod. And there's really something special, Sharon. You've never seen this, but this is the boys. Ron was 16, Randy was 8, and Rod was 3, almost 3. Beautiful picture, isn't it? Oh, I tossed the extra pillows from the couch in the den out in the living room floor there, and they're showing on the corner. Sorry. Dad likes to lay down in the afternoon. This is through the den door and into the living room. I don't know how much more film I have, but I'll take it for about as long as I can. I thought, like I said, it's so silly to send half-empty film. This is the picture that your dad bought me for our 25th wedding anniversary. It's a pastel, and he purchased it up in Marquette, Michigan, and our anniversary, August the 10th. Of course, we're married 58 years now. This little table my grandfather made. Nope, I'm sorry. My uncle made this one. My grandfather made the middle ones. This is the upper landing. This is the center landing. This door here goes into the what we call the gallery room. Right now it's storage, but it's going to be a room that we're making that Randy can stay. I thought I'd take a before and after scene of this, Randy. How do you think?
Yeah.
This is before. Randy's got his computer set up here right now, but eventually this room is going to be cleared out, and Randy and I are going to repaint it and set his bedroom up in here. Those are just family pictures that I hung many years of accumulation I hung up there. That one of Ron there on the bottom is one of my favorites. It's on raw silk, and Uncle Alphonse, his godfather, had that made when he was in Guam. Of course, these are the newspaper clippings of our house on Burnside, what we call our big house. But it was nice. We did a lot of work on it. The biggest difficulty when we moved was fitting a 14-room house into a 5-room house. Some more family pictures. This was when Randy had his accent when we opened the antique shop. This is the upper hall now. This is my dresser in the master bedroom. It's one of my favorite pictures of you, Ron. I don't know if it'll show up or not, but I love that with the yellow rose and everything there. Of course, with the relic of St. Teresa. There's our Chrissy with Rod and Randy with his teddy bear. That was just a joke when we took that. But that was a teddy bear that we bought for him when he was real young, and that was a teddy bear that I sold at auction for him. And he got $274 for it. It's up at the Gwen Church, at the statue that Mom and Dad sent to Italy for when I had polio. This is from the bedroom going out into the upstairs hall again, into the other bedroom. I haven't got my bed made, so I'm not going to show you this, but I don't want to stop to make it. This Dad's dresser. It's a wedding picture of Dad and I. I was 17, he was 21. Of course, the fan again, because it's so terribly hot. This is the other bedroom where Randy's sleeping right now. That's the 3 of your First Communion pictures. Well, I guess you're seeing my bed I made anyway. Not my bed, Randy's bed actually. This is the bathroom that we had put in upstairs here. This was just a walk-in closet. Recognize the lamp from the camp, Ron? Grandma always had it in the bathroom in the camp. Oh, oh well, you've seen me in my grubbies before. This is in the upstairs hall again. It's out the front window. Another stained glass window we put in. As you can see, Sharon, I like my stained glass, but it took me years to accumulate it. Here's a picture, Ron, Sharon, of my mother and dad that I mentioned I had without my dad having his hat on and without Grandma having a hat on. This was their wedding day. And those are the shoes, little wooden shoes that I played with as when I was young. My dad sent them to my mother from France. The little statue is just a little statue that I always liked. These are pictures that your 3 boys made your first Christmas in kindergarten. There's yours, Ron, the angel. This is Randy's stocking. This is Rod's. I had them all framed a couple of years ago when Crystal gave this that she made in school, that they helped her make, That's her hand. The sail is her hand. And that was to your dad on his birthday. There's our Chrissy. And then this is just all the family portraits. I don't think you can see these real good, but I think we're getting a lot of reflections, but these are your baby shoes. Grandma Frankie made those for you, and each one of your boys wore them. Those are yours, Ron. Fans and rods. Dummy. I put the cup down on the dresser from the bathroom to take downstairs. I don't know if you can see any of these. I don't know if it's just a waste of. Now we're looking down from the upper hall down to the lower landing. That goes into what we call the gallery room, that junky room, which will be a bedroom and another bedroom. Well, it's supposed to be, but we never finished it because they wanted so much money to finish it. I'm walking down the steps now. I'm on the landing, first landing, looking downstairs into the lower hall. We're in the lower hall again now. There's my morning glories. Study. Fireplace. Bathroom door to the right, the study to the left. Of course, the fan right in front of the fireplace, which those toys down there, my grandfather made, and he made for each one of his grandchildren. First his children, then his grandchildren. The frog on the stone in the back there was up to my mother's camp for years. That was made for her. I'm trying to finish up this film and battery, but I don't know if it's just about over. I think it must be just about over now. I wish your dad would come home so I could take some pictures of him, but he's out with the guys for lunch again. Late lunch. He goes at noon and he doesn't get back much before dinner. I should move that fan, but it would, you guys don't care. This is back in the kitchen from the hall. We just left the center hall. This back in the kitchen with hand-painted dishes, which my mother got as a wedding present. This is the side door entrance, which we put in. Clock my mother bought us for our 35th wedding anniversary. This is looking out our backyard. This is how we sit and watch the bird feeding. Watch the birds. The cardinal was just here a minute ago, but he left. School buses are just going by on the street behind us. Looks like my battery's going dead now, so I'll close off for now. Lots of love, hugs and kisses.
Red light's on,
I'm recording. That's when I'm recording.
but not the white light.
Rob, we've got enough lighter to go on automatically. Just say hi or something.
Hi to something. Hi to Ronnie, that's all. Tell him I love him. Is this for Ronnie?
Ronnie and Sharon.
Huh?
Sharon never saw the inside of the house. Ronnie and Sharon.
Oh. Well, you better let me take a picture of you then. This is for the kids. I told you that. Try to pull that hair out of you.
I'm interested in that on the camera.
Well, what do you want me to do?
You said you were gonna rock if you want to
Want me to
rock.
read the paper?
Whatever.
Huh?
Whatever.
Shall I read the paper? Why don't, is this going to Ronnie and Sharon?
Yes.
Okay. So, should I say hi, Ronnie? Should I say hi, Ronnie and Sharon? And all the kids? Whoever's looking at this? And, is my hair combed? Did you ever see a person at a loss for words?
Never. I never thought I'd see the day you were.
I like to talk about the baseball game. Well, let's go in a different room. That's a good idea.
This is chandelier Sharon I was telling you about that's in the form of a morning glory, which I took the design and put it into the front window. The stained glass that we had made.
Over here?
Yeah. Now I'll follow you over there,
Over where?
over to the clock.
That was it. Did you hear the clock?
Mm-hmm.
What are we in now?
Living room.
Huh?
In the living room.
Oh. Okay. Take a picture. Well, they're only quarter hours. Only going to be 4 chunk.
Sharon, Ronnie, I know I said goodbye once before, but I found that I had a little bit more film left, so I wanted to just finish it. So I renewed the battery, and I started again just to be able to talk to you a little bit longer. Dad's on the telephone, so you may hear his voice in the background there. He's such a comic all the time, the way I took the picture before and he was teasing so, but you know your dad. He loves and misses you both. As you know, this is the old grandfather clock. Thought you'd like to hear that chime again. It's 8 o'clock at night. I get so used to hearing it that I don't hear it. That's the other one in the den right now. When they all go off at the same time, it can get pretty noisy. Standing in the doorway of the den again. Trying to take up this little bit of film here. I'll put my light on. I think we need the light on here. Surprised it hasn't gone on yet. Well, I'll get the hall light on. That's better. That's called bric-a-brac, which was in most of the older homes. But we put that out in. Originally, it probably had something like that. There's the back of Dad in his usual position. Either he's in the rocker or on the telephone. I'll go around front and get some pictures of him in front. He won't appreciate my taking the back of his head.
Yeah. I thought somebody was here. At this very moment, I'm being videotaped. Yeah, it's a program they have, the funniest people on TV. Yeah. And so that's what I told you. You think I lie to you? That's not what I meant, that's what I'm doing. They have this program on TV, the funniest people on TV. So I am being videotaped at the moment talking to you, my sister. That's very funny.
Steve Trexel talked about it yesterday, and what Trexel said was, I'm going to go right
I
in.
wonder if I put
about the baseball game.
I wonder if I put the mic and the camera up by the telephone if she
Wait a
could.
second, wait a second. What do you say?
I wonder if I put the mic and the telephone up by.
You know, I had no idea what you were saying. Huh? Try it. Well. Where's the mic?
Right here.
Huh?
Right there.
Say something funny. You can. The joke? How to work the joke?
I don't know if it worked or not, but we're using film.
Huh? Evangelist? Oh, no. What's those religious people that go to door? Go door to
Jehovah
door.
Witness.
Jehovah Witness. Jehovah. Why do the Jewish people have inverted nipples? Oh, Jehovah Witnesses. I thought I said Jewish. Okay, why do Jehovah Witnesses Okay, I'll repeat it. Why do Jehovah Witness women have inverted nipples? Because you take your two fingers. Oh, well, you're not showing me too good. Yeah. Get off my porch with your two index. Oh, that's pretty clever. Yeah, sure. But you're on TV, you know. You know you're on TV. I hope you're dressed properly. You're not. It's only 8 o'clock in the evening. Oh, you are? Still got your party dress on? You still got the same shoes? Same shoes on? Oh, so am I. And, did you have your dinner? What's that? Cards?
Wave goodbye, Robert.
Doris says I need a hearing aid.
Oh.
Well, she's got onions or something in her mouth, you know, she's talking.
Oh, yeah, it's like I mumble. There, not something so close. Look
Well,
up
if I
there.
wanted to pull away from it, what would I
It's
do?
far away now, Randy. See?
Okay, I just pulled it away.
I'm trying to get out of the light in my eyes, Randy.
Oh, I see. The light doesn't come on or off automatically then?
It does come out of it. What you talking about? Randy's got the camera, he's gonna take our picture.
So, now it's on. So.
It's posing.
You don't have to pose.
It's a movie camera.
We're just showing the...
Look, make like Bill Strye.
Yeah.
Bill does a stand.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right. I got...
Enough posing.
Yeah. I gotta...
Scrub the floor or something.
Gotta
Make yourself useful.
make sure that Ronnie sees
Sit over
the
here.
fireplace too.
She's gonna show you how to rock.
And did you get the lamp, Mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Get your mother while you got it.
That's what we got.
Get your mother.
Let's... Hey, Ronnie and Sharon, you gotta remember that this is the first time that your bro's done this, so,
You got your mother?
no,
Crazy.
actually, see, the lens comes over here and I'm taking pictures of you all this time, see?
Yeah, well, get a picture of your mother.
Well, the light's pretty bright, so. This is Dad walking away. There, now, the pose. We're all trying to figure out how to use a movie camera, so.
Like Bill Strye. No, or Ronnie Strye.
There you go.
Jr. Is this going for Sharon too?
Mm-hmm.
We send her lots of kisses.
No, that's all, so. Right.
I'll get some pictures of your mother rocking. I'll get her a magazine or something.
What do you need a magazine for? We should have that. Rob, shut the TV down.
Oh no,
Remember that one time we had the TV?
we're recording
Remember when
history.
we had it going and it was on the video?
We're recording history.
Well, we are history.
Gives a little depth.
That's history being made. I'm the only one in the family that cares for baseball.
Huh?
Isn't that funny? Now even down through Ronnie's family.
All three of the guys were in Little League, but they had their calling. So. Oh, missed Dad itching his ear. What? That should have gone down for history. Dad is itching his ear. Good night.
Stop. Push the button now, Ann. Stop it. What goes by Dad, man?
Well, I was gonna do our typical scene of
It's almost out now.
getting food.
Yeah. It's almost out now.
We're almost using the kitchen like it's designed to do, like eating and
Well, this is the way it looks with the clothes and the newspapers and
it's
the,
called,
the usual, huh?
it's called home.
No, that's for sure.
That's what we're trying to show.
Ball game's almost over.
Are you two guys related?
Fire's coming up once more. Is that a still camera?
No. Randy, put your hand away from your mouth. Good. Good boy. Great. What are you shaking your head for, Ari?
All this posing that we've been doing.
Get up out of the chair and do it in.
I was gonna say, let's go run around the block.
Randy, I get you in the mirror. That's cute.
Oh,
That's
really?
real cute. Yeah, I got you in the mirror when you were standing over there. That's cute.
What's that called? Double exposure? Dual personality.
My lips are all dry.
Uh-oh. That's gonna show up on the film, you know.
My lips are dry.
We're gonna have to come out and do makeup on them.
No, I mean from that,
Oh, your candy bar?
yeah.
Ryan and Sharon,
I'm gonna
the only
pick you
person
up.
the only person that you know that eats rotten candy bars and then finds out it's rotten and says, I don't want to waste the last piece of this, and pops it in his mouth.
Oh, you didn't, Rob.
Like I told Kid, hey, I guess we've eaten worse, but
I don't think I have.
well,
Very fussy.
he just chewed on it for about 3 minutes and then spit it out.
Well, what do we get, about 5 seconds of you on the camera, Jay? That's terrible. An hour and a half of me and...
Don't forget this is going to be reviewed.
Dale.
Light isn't even on, John.
It doesn't need it. You're going to catch it, Randy.
Dale liked it.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
There was no one finger gestures or anything like that.
Trouble.
I've been in trouble.
We're empty now.
How can you tell?
Love you.
There's a little battery.
We're all saying goodbye. We're getting a little bit slap happy now.
Goodbye.
It's late and we finally finished it up.
And if I got bruises tomorrow, you know why.
Goodbye, Sharon and Ronnie.
Blow my kiss. I can't. I'm behind that.
Kissed them to that from back there.
Bye-bye, sweethearts. Bye-bye.
How many minutes you got on there?